Hey there. Did you have a tough day today? Or have you ever had like a tough day and it just feels like the weight of the world's on your shoulders? You have a million choices to make and you're like, could someone just help me make these decisions? Or, where are the answers? If that is you or has ever been you, then I have some good news for you. There is an amazing tool called Oracle cards that can help you with it. Hey, I'm Patty Lennon. I am also the designer of the Space for Magic Oracle card deck, and I'm a huge advocate for Oracle cards, for the use of Oracle cards. And there's a reason. It's actually because they are very, very good for the mind. And what I mean by that is they actually will help you reduce stress when you have a lot of challenging answers ahead of you. And you can actually access this benefit even if you don't believe in the metaphysical aspects of Oracle cards. And again, that's why I'm such a big proponent of Oracle cards. So my journey on a spiritual path didn't always involve me being like a highly woo person. I was actually a type A corporate banker, very linear. And in my late 20s, early 30s, decided to explore how I could use brain science to help my team members be more effective in their work, which led me to get my master's in psychology, eventually led me to leave banking and start coaching and get my coaching certification. And that transition actually opened me up to my intuitive gifts. And one of the tools I used often were Oracle cards to navigate a lot of the information that was coming through to me. But as I started to use them, what I realized is they really help your brain develop new strategies for dealing with challenging situations, as well as start to activate a belief system in the mind that there are answers available when it feels like the answers are confusing. So what that means is when you're going through a difficult day where you've got a lot of decisions to make, the energy that starts to pulse in your brain creates a lot of stress hormones, which actually puts the functioning parts of your brain, the highly functioning parts of your brain on hold so that the lower parts of your brain that help you deal with crisis can kick in. That's the fight, flight, freeze, fawn response, right? And if you really want to navigate challenge as well, you want to start activating up here in these higher functioning parts of the brain. But you have to calm down to be able to use that part of your brain. So where Oracle cards come in is if you take a deck and you feel that in here might be some guidance, all of a sudden your brain starts to feel like, oh, maybe there's answers out there. Now, if you're a cynic, like I absolutely was in the beginning, what happens is if you start picking an Oracle card each day, is you'll start to see patterns emerge. And patterns make your brain happy. They make your brain believe in things. So that's number one. As it starts to believe in this, it starts to relax when there's a challenge because now there's a tool that helps it solve problems. And it gets even better than that. When you pick a card from an Oracle card deck and it has a picture and a message, what starts to happen is your brain starts to solve the problem in a new way with the guidance of the card. And I'll show you what this means. I want you to stop for a minute and think of a challenge that you have going on right now. And obviously, you're not the only one watching, so I am not catering exactly to you specifically in this moment. And yet I'm going to show you how this works with this card. It won't matter that there's so many of you watching this video. You are going to get an answer you didn't realize you had. So I want you to just consider for a moment a challenge, a problem you need to solve, whatever it is, maybe a difficult person you need to deal with. Okay. So think about that person. Now I'm going to show you a card and I'm picking this randomly. Here it is. Oh my God, this is perfect. So now you've gotten this advice, right? Now, whether you like this card, whether you believe in this card, what started to happen in your mind as soon as I showed you this card that says dance is that your brain, whether it likes it or not, started to try and figure out how to solve the existing challenge with either butterflies, the picture on this, maybe some water, some magic, or dancing, right? And by the way, you're getting some advice, like just get up and dance a little. You'll feel a lot better. That's actually a great strategy to get through challenging situations, is to move the body, get some music going. But right now, whether or not you believe that this message came from the other side of the veil or not, you have just gotten your brain to start running blood flow down a pathway that it has not used. And that is really, really good for your brain health. That actually gets you using parts of your brain that you haven't accessed in the past. Isn't that so cool? So that's why I'm a huge advocate for oracle cards, whether you believe in the metaphysical aspects or not. Now, if you do believe in the metaphysical aspects, it gets even more fun, right? So I am going to show you really quickly what this looks like. Let's say we're looking for advice on, I know. We want to know what the rest of the week is going to look and feel like. What advice do we need to navigate the rest of the week? So the energetics of the world are fairly consistent. So most of us will tap into some energetics that are consistent no matter where we are in space and time. So now you pull a card and here's the advice. You got these two people. Oh, look at that. The dance card. We are being told to dance, my friends, and stillness. So it's finding the balance between stillness and having fun. That's what it's suggesting we spend this week doing. And if you would like to get these oracle cards, which are the Space for Magic oracle cards, you can go to pattylennon.com/cards. And hey, if you have any questions about anything I just shared with you, please drop a comment below. I will be happy to answer those questions. All right. Have a great day.